Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to another episode of the Sidewalk Same with your host, the brother Phil. I might be facing forward a lot, but I'm here. I'm with you. So I've been watching a lot of videos. Russell J. Gould. Uh, it's good stuff, and he's really telling us what's really going on behind the scenes. And there's a lot of stuff in there that I really like, but you got to always try not to get caught up in. You don't want to get caught up in feeling a certain way about stuff or getting riled up. I totally agree with him bringing the truth to light, and it's beautiful. Uh, and I think there's a group of people out there that are going to be assigned specifically in this ascension to set these guys straight. I mean, all the people in the White House are sickos and criminals and working for China and molesting kids and all this stuff. I don't want you to go the wrong way with that. It's like they're doing what they do, and there's a lot of people out there like that. It sucks. Child trafficking is being exposed slowly but surely, and even enslavement of women and children, like underground and damn near manufacturing of it. But let's pull it all back for a sec. Yeah, all that horrible stuff, right? Right. The secret is this: you don't want to focus on that. What you want to do is pull yourself out of that space of the horribleness of it, and then see, just, don't, I know it's too much to look at. I get it. It's too much to think about. I get it. So what you do is you make a safe space in front of you and just don't see the stuff because it's too much. Unless you want to see it and you want to send direct light and you can handle it. And that's good too. The light of correction is the thing every time. You want light of correction with no hatred or anger or aggression because it won't reach anyone. It'll only make problems for the people you're trying to help. Not feeling sorry for people, not feeling sad for anyone else, not thinking you need to control anyone else. You really got to let it all go. It's complete surrender. But then your most power, your only real power, as our brother Russell J. Gould says, is it's sovereign. It's within you. It's within your realm to be who you're going to be, where you are, what you're doing, and things like that. So you want to keep your energy good. You want to keep your energy high. And your true sovereign power is this: that you can send love and light of support and light of correction, and it has to be done in love, or it's not going to do anything. So you got to remember, when you get angry and you try to send something with the idea of something vicious or angry or revenge, at this point in time, just be aware it's only going to come back to you. It might not even reach the person. It'll just be like, zoop, slap. It's going to boom. It's going to come back into your life. Okay? So, revenge, feeling sorry for people, hatred, anger, resentment, it's just a waste of time. And really, it's illusory anyways. It's all just your emotions dragging you around like a dog. Are you a dog? Obviously not. Do you want anyone to drag you around like a dog? You'd be mad. You'd fight back. Don't do it. Your emotions don't own you. Your heart owns you. Let your heart own you. Let your heart run the show. And our beautiful brother, with all his good information, Russell J. Gould, saying, he's like, he just says a lot of good stuff in there too. He says, follow your heart. Follow your gut instinct and the truth. And that is big stuff. I don't know if he knows how big that really is, because following your intuition is divine timing. And remember, this is the little secret, and this works for me. I don't know if it's for everybody, but if you're worried about following your intuition and you're not sure, I've found the quiet voice that pops in immediately there upon the thing being thought about. Or you'll see something right before you do it. It's very quiet. The intuition is very quiet now. It'll get louder over time. And the big shot, loud voice that jumps in is like, go for it. That's not the one. I don't know for sure, but I think you'll lose every time on that one. And I've been testing that theory very heavily, actually, like scientifically, in my in my testing of my intuition and working with others also. So this is a universal thing. This is something for everybody. So yeah, you want to listen to the quiet voice, or you'll like see something, or you'll see a number, or you'll see a picture, and that quiet voice will be the good intuition. So I don't know if that works for everybody. I hope it works for everybody, but yeah, try that when you're following your intuition. You'll eventually start hearing. They'll be like, they're not going to show up. Don't bother going. And like you literally get to the point where you won't show up, and then they're going to call you and be like, we're not coming. And you're going to say, I already knew that. And they're going to be like, what? It's fun. It is fun. And it can even be applied to things like casinos. I can tell you from experience. I'm not a big casino guy. I go once a week with my brother. We do a little bit of spending, have some fun, drink some beer, talk some shit. And that's one of the things that I get to spend time with my big bro, because we never did before. So I go mostly because of that. I'm not a big casino man, but I sure like winning, don't you? And you should be winning in life and winning in everything you do. But this video is mostly focused on you remembering to not just be. He's talking about being sovereign on paper. That's cool. Really good. Do it. I might join his thing just for fun, but I'm not gonna. Even though the American state legally doesn't exist, is what he's saying, and I know that sounds wild. We're here. We exist, but in 1999 the Constitution ended, and nobody did anything about it, and so we don't even have our flag doesn't even legally apply to us anymore. It's pretty wild. But don't get all crazy. Don't get out there. It's all about your sovereignty in your sovereign space, too. It's also about that. And I heard voices that said I don't really need to join, but I could support him. And it's a bit of money to join, but who cares? Watch his videos and learn about quantum grammar and syntaxing and things like that, so that you can, for whatever purposes, that your children will be able to understand legal stuff and things like that. And you can actually, here's the thing, here's a really cool thing. I'm just, for the purpose of being able to explain this, going to say the dark ones. I don't know. The people that are lost in their madness and the power of the White House. We'll just say that. When they make documents, there's the universal law that they're not allowed to actually lie to you physically. And so what he's pointing out is that there's all these documents about the last couple of wars, which were a farce. They were only there they're creating fake wars and all kinds of stuff. And he's got the facts to back it up. I mean, check him out. The guy's a Supreme Court judge, and was postmaster, and actually has, because the United States has collapsed, he has the badge that says he is the Postmaster General, because the court couldn't stop him, because there is no real Postmaster General anymore, and all the people in the White House no longer have the authority to even say anything to the military. It's wild. But we'll not let that cat out of the bag yet. But the dark ones, the quantum grammar is all about the dark ones, we'll call them, or the mad people that are making us think we need to go to war and ridiculous things like that. They actually have to, like, if you read it, you're going to be like, wait a minute, what? So he's proving all these documents are just nonsense about how they went to war and testifying and and they have to write it out like it's nonsense, because they're not really allowed by universal law to just flat out lie to us. So it's all been under the ruse of illusions of this and that, and it's lie after lie after lie after lie. But before we would listen to it or just accept it as something, but now we're not. And so you don't have to, and so don't accept lies. When everybody knows all at the same time the truth, stuff's going to change big time. And our beloved brother Russell J. Gould is really hitting the ground on this stuff. He's got a little quantum banking system and whatnot, and I'm thinking of joining just to join, because I don't want to be having police try to come into my house and give me a vaccine. That's not going to happen. It's going to be guns a-blazing on that day. And, force my kids to get a vaccine? Absolutely not. No thanks. I'm not going to be a genetic mutant, and what's in those vaccines has not been released yet. And though actually I can tell you from the council, apparently, that I'm part of, or I get to be aware of at least. They say that the children won't even have a problem with the stuff that's in the vaccine because they'll be so ascended and enlightened. You got to remember, and I know this sounds weird, but things that are created in the third dimension can't work in the fourth dimension or fifth dimension, excuse me. So just like and I know this is really, really weird, but the virus itself can't exist in the fifth dimensional energies. So yeah, that's how that works. So anyways, I just wanted to say, don't get caught up in it and keep your sovereignty to yourself and your area, no matter what's going on around you. And where there's an empty space, which is when we realize it's all an illusion, the people that are in those positions will become empty space. And where there's room for empty space, because it's not real, then things can fill it in. Good things can come in there. And these people are all being tried and convicted right now, and it's just coming apart right in front of their very eyes. And we're not going to be sending our kids to illusionary wars. And the military here is probably just going to end up being peacekeeping forces, and God bless every one of them. And there's going to be unbelievable events in court to come in the next 10 years. There's going to be holding all these guys on trial for genocide and the R word, which I don't like to say all the time, and just every horrible thing they've done. It's all coming down like a deck of cards. And we need people like Russell J. Gould to step in there and do something. We need people that are fired up about America and bringing back the flag, which apparently we don't even own anymore. He owns it now. And he's freely giving it to us. He isn't trying to control it. He wants us to have it back. He's making a sovereign American nation under our flag again. Legally in courts, world courts have had to recognize this guy. I mean, they can't say no because he's right. It happened. But don't get too crazy and stay in your own sovereign, happy space, because the more people that do that and the more people that pay attention to how happy things are and how good their lives are, the more energy gets released about good and happy lives. And then around the world, this becomes a thing predominantly, like I told you before about the 1,000 monkey theory, which has been proven over and over by all kinds of scientists, which is not really quite as an accepted thing yet, but they watch it happen, So if you don't know what the 1,000 monkey thing, that's when 1,000 monkeys on one side of the planet have a condition where they can use a rock or a stick to do a certain tool working ship or thing, to open up a nut or something like that, then actually literally all the other monkeys on the side of the world start mimicking that. So it's like once you hit 1,000 people that are happy, there'll be 1,000 more happy people on the other side. And then 10,000 apparently it's like increased. So 10,000 people will create 100,000 people on the other side of the planet doing it. And then 100,000 does 1,000,000, and 1,000,000 does 10 million, and 10 million does 100 million. And so, yeah, we can spread it fast. Like wildfire. Happy Lives, FM. So yeah, don't get caught too much up in the minutia of it, but listen to it and collect facts and follow your heart, even with this guy. Even with Russell J. Gould. Follow your heart. And it's going to lead you to good things. It's going to always lead you to the best, highest outcomes all the time. So I hope this all made sense, and I recommend at least checking out, I'm going to say it again on this video too, Russell J. Gould, really good guy. You can hear a lot of light in his message. It's all about love and caring for each other in America. And if I could vote for that guy, I'd do it right now. You bet I would. For any office, in any house, anywhere. Apparently we don't have an office or a house after what happened in 1999. And legally he's already proved it and no one could say anything. Wild, right? But yeah, stay good, stay positive, stay happy. That's very important. And claim your own personal space sovereignty with your family and in your home. And when everybody does that all at the same time, just consider world peace a done deal. Because if that many people, if all of America did that at once, the 1,000 monkey theory would be like the quantum infinity monkey theory. Because the whole world would flip upside down and be Happyville, USA, and that's what we've all been working towards. We've had enough bad times, and it's time for some good times, and we all deserve it. We all worked hard for it. I I'm your brother Phil signing off. I love you guys a lot, and have a great day.